Foxborough, Massachusetts, Gillette Stadium, the backdrop as a marathon Saturday. It's Saturday prime time in the American Eastern Time Zone at the FIFA World Cup. And prime time, the right time for two nations who have been long absent from the world's greatest sporting scene. As tonight, Group C of the World Cup continues on as Haiti face off against Scotland. Good evening, everybody. I'm Seth Eaves. Thank you so much for being with us. We even saved you the best seat in the house. What a matchup we have in store, and it's these kind of games that are really what the World Cup is all about. Yes, you want to see the big stars, obviously, and you want to crush them, but some of these nations who you don't see all the time at a World Cup, or nations that have never, or some cases, nations that have never been to a World Cup. Well, that's what we have in this particular contest here. Let's start with the Haitians. Out of CONCACAF, Haiti making just their second appearance in a World Cup, their first since 1974. The only other time they made the World Cup, they bowed out in the group stage in Germany. They were in the first group stage in that 74 World Cup. They were out. They lost all three matches to Poland, Argentina, and Italy, and were outscored 14-2. Haiti's last goal came from Emmanuel Sinan, who scored at the 63rd minute of a 4-1 loss to Argentina on June 23rd, 1974. That's the Haiti story of this. They've been they have made it here. Sebastien Minier's men are ready to rock and roll, and of course a nation that has undergone a lot in between 1974 and 2026, and of course the world mostly, unfortunately, thinks of Haiti. They think about the devastating earthquake that happened there back in the 2010s that just absolutely devastated this country. It's a chance for these footballers to give them something to cheer about here in this World Cup. Haiti have won the Gold Cup before. It was back, though, in 1973. They've been in that tournament 17 times as a member of CONCACAF. They've been to the quarterfinals quite a bit recently, and in 2019, they even reached the semifinals of that tournament. Well, how have Haiti done so far in this calendar year? Well, of course, they sealed their World Cup qualification back in on November 18th with a 2-0 win against Nicaragua. Haiti have played 4 matches in 2026. They've only won one of them. That was 11 days ago in a tune-up match against New Zealand in Fort Lauderdale, 4-0. Their other losses, they played 2 games in late March in Toronto. They lost 1-0 to Tunisia and drew 1-1 with Iceland. And then on June 5th in Miami, Haiti's last World Cup tune-up saw Haiti lose 2-1 to Peru. Then you have Scotland, the lovable losers, some would say, the passionate nation that has got nothing on its investment. They are passionate as any support group in world football. The Tartan Army, they have been gone through it. This is their first World Cup since 1998 for this nation. That has just been such a hard look. Of course, most of their attention goes to their neighbors from the south. They've been to the World Cup 9 times. They've never made it out of the group stage in a World Cup or the European Championships. But Lord knows they have fun, they have the party, and they are passionate about it. And Scotland are in the World Cup for the first time, as we just mentioned, since 1998. 1998, they finished bottom of a group that consisted of Brazil, Norway, and Morocco that year. They were outscored 6-2 in that year's World Cup. They lost 2-1 to Brazil, drew 1-1 with Norway, and then lost 3-1 to Morocco. Of Craig Burley, who most Americans know as an ESPN pundit these days, was the scorer of Scotland's last World Cup goal. That happened back on June the 16th of 1998 in that 1-1 draw with Norway. They've had heartbreaks, whether it be a failing to qualify or whatever. They just have not, or they just a lot of things happening, but now they're back and they are in the World Cup. Of course, they sealed their qualifying fate on November the 18th in dramatic fashion with a 4-2 win against Denmark at Hampden. That sealed it. Scotland have played 4 matches in this calendar year. They've split 2 of them. In late March, they lost 1-0 to Japan and 1-0 to the Ivory Coast. They have won their last 2 tune-ups. On May 30th, they beat Curacao 4-1. And then in Harrison, New Jersey, last Saturday, they beat Bolivia by 4-0. The story of note, Scotland, Craig Gordon, the experienced man, does not get the call in goal tonight. It's Angus Gunn who does that. His father, Brian, was in the Scotland squad that was in the World Cup in Italy back in 1990. Brian never made an appearance. Angus does. The starting lineups look like this for Haiti. Johnny Placide in goal. Martin Experience, Hans Delcroix, Ricardo Ade, and Carlins Arcus, the back four of a 4-4-2. In the midfield, Ruben Providence, Donnelly, Jean-Jacques, Jean-Ricner Bellegarde, and Lucius Dietzen. And the 2 up front, Wilson Isidore and France D. Perot. A Haiti squad, only one of Haiti's players play professionally in Haiti. For Scotland, Angus Gunn's the goalkeeper. Andy Robertson captains the side with Jack Henry, Grant Hanley, and Aaron Hickey. They're going 4-4-2 for Steve Clark, John McGinn, Lewis Ferguson, Scott McTominay, and Ben Gannon Doak. And up front, it's going to be Shea Adams and Lawrence Shanklin that will lead the line. Wodinsky Pierre is the only player on Haiti's World Cup roster that plays his club football in Haiti. Scotland, for what it's worth, have 8 players that play in Scotland, including Shanklin, who had a big year with Hearts, who almost broke up the duopoly in winning that championship. What a match we have. Just all excited, just about ready to get this one going. Mustafa Garbal of Algeria, the 40-year-old from Oran, Algeria, is the match official tonight. He's been a FIFA-listed referee since 2014. He refereed 4 matches at the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations, 2 in the 2021. He also officiated a World Cup qualifying match between Senegal and Egypt. He worked 4 matches at the last World Cup, most notably the quarterfinal between Croatia and Brazil. And back in January, he was official of Egypt and Ivory Coast. So he is at the Africa Cup of Nations. So he has been a good, long, well-respected referee. Now, it's just about time to get the show on the road for 2 nations who had to be wondering, who surely never or rarely thought that this day would come, that they would be on the stage of the World Cup. Again, Haiti for the first time since 1974. Scotland here for the first time since 1998. Glad to have you with us Saturday night World Cup, or early Sunday morning, depending on which part of the world you're in. And we're underway from Foxborough between Haiti and Scotland. Outside, Haiti will have possession here. They'll be going from right to left in the red shirts, or excuse me, Scotland, will be in the changed red shirt as a designated visiting team. They're going right to left. Haiti will be going left to right in the first half, wearing their white uniforms. A touch for Jack Henry now at the Boston Stadium in Massachusetts. Getting a taste of the World Cup First opportunity and a first chance there. Goal for Johnny Placide, the captain, who plays as the 38-year-old who plays his club football in France for Bastia, the French second-tier squad. Notable clubs he's played for. He also had a 36-match run a handful of years ago with English club Oldham Athletic. He's made 82 caps for Haiti. Was called up for the first time for the 2019 Gold Cup. What a moment this must be for him, getting to be a goalie for his nation in a World Cup. 80-degree temperature, the humidity at 45%. Scotland have the possession here. They're going to have a throw in here. Aaron Hickey to take it. Gives it up. Now back to Ben Gannon Doak. Scotland will play it from the back. Steve Clark, their manager. I'll tell you more about him as the night progresses. Here's Jack Henry. Just trying to string together a few passes here from the back. Again, just underway. A couple of minutes in. Haiti and Scotland in this World Cup encounter. And Scotland are the favorites in this match. And, of course, there's an added incentive here. The winner will end, if there is a winner, will end the night top of the group. Now, McGinn went down. Referee played an advantage. Adams tried to play it. Little link up. Adams now back to Robertson. Scotland still in possession. Gannon Doak. Now right-hand side, trying to cut in. Here is a shot. A good save by Perot with his near post. Steve Clark, the 62-year-old from Saltcoats in Ayrshire in Scotland, on the west coast of that particular part of the country. He's been manager of the Scottish national team since 2019. His coaching career really took off after 330 playing appearances for Chelsea. He eventually he was the caretaker manager after Ruud Gullit was sacked in the late 90s for Newcastle, but he really made his name as part of Jose Mourinho's backroom staff when Mourinho was at Chelsea. Here's McGinn. Shanklin. Curling shot, and it's blocked. It's a throw-in for Scotland, though. He's managed West Brom, Reading, and Kilmarnock. He's been the Scottish coach since 2019. Haiti win possession defensively. Referee and a foul here. Now, Haiti will try to pass it back. So now we got the microphones back. All right. Microphone back. Yeah, this been having some problems here with getting with all the notes you have saved on computer or your paper here, and they mess around, and sometimes you can't make neither heads or tails of it. You press on like a Lee nail, or try to. Just to finish up, I was going to tell you about Sebastien Mignet, the 53-year-old born in France, who is the manager of Haiti. He's also been the manager of Congo, Kenya, Equatorial Guinea. And it's just quite a spectacle for these nations here to be playing in a World Cup match. And Scotland have had the most of the attacking chances. And again, that's probably not to be overly surprising. Here's Robertson. Now McGinn, cheeky back heel, gives it to Robertson on the left wing. Robertson with a cross, header up and over the bar. So a chance there is a little too much mustard on the header from Scott McTominay, who has reignited his career and has developed a cult following playing in Italy for Napoli. 6.5 gone. Now maybe a chance for Haiti on the counterattack here. Now whistle and a foul, and it's going to be against Haiti. Steve Clark urging his team to show just a little bit of restraint. He played 7 minutes. It's still 0-0 here between Haiti and Scotland in the 2026 FIFA World Cup Group C action. This group also consisting of Brazil and Morocco. So interesting enough, two of the teams that Scotland shared a group with when they were last in the tournament in '98. That ended 1-1 at New York, New Jersey Stadium, and what a match that was. Some drama there at the end, but it ends honors even. McTominay now with it for Scotland. In 9th appearance, never got out of the group. This is Robertson. Now to Jack Hendry. Now Grant Hanley playing it from the back. Trying to get their passes worked up. 8 minutes gone. Again, Scotland decided that perhaps they were playing Morocco and Brazil. You might see them be in their shell a little bit defensively, but against Haiti, they'll feel like they would like to go on the front foot, and they know that getting a lot of goals tonight very, very important, because Scotland and Haiti, whoever wins this match, but Scotland, the perceived favorite here, and the perceived best bet to finish in third. So they are looking at a fast start in this game and winning by a few goals to help them with goal differential if in case they do finish third, because it's going to come down to that. You know it is. We'll see if they can pull it off. Haiti do have a throw-in here. Akris with a throw-in. And then another foul here committed, and this might be a yellow. Wilson Isidore plays in England for Sunderland. Of course, Haiti with 3 players on this team that play in American soccer, but not in the MLS. They do have MLS players. They had in the USL, Colorado Springs Switchbacks. They have 2 players from that team and another player that plays for the El Paso Locomotive of the USL Championship. Here comes Scotland now with McTominay. Well, Haiti with a chance now to come forward. Oh, they had a man in the center, and it didn't quite work out. That is an unfortunate break for Haiti. That could have been a real smash and grab there. Perhaps a bit of a wake-up call for Scotland. Tomine. Now here come Haiti once more. Good, decent first touch. Chance for a left, and a shot from distance, and it's well over the bar. Ballooned by a mile. for Haiti. But that was good there by Haiti. They finally showing a little bit of a attacking prowess in this contest, as it was Bellegarde with the shot. Jean-Richard Bellegarde, who plays for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Born in France, but represents Haiti international level. Has not scored for Haiti at international level, and perhaps showing you why right there. The shot that goes over by some distance. Reminder, the FIFA World Cup continues. So I'll tell you, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll probably do that World Cup at the hydration break. We'll tell you what tomorrow's World Cup schedule is like. Tomade trying to run the midfield here, but he gets dispossessed. This is Ruben Providence now for Haiti. Back now to Experience. Now it's Dietzen. Plays for FC Dallas of the MLS. Lucius Dietzen on the right-hand side. Dietzen trying to get good work, but defended very well by Robertson, the captain. Not clear all the way, though. Haiti have another chance. On the turn, Bellegarde with a shot. And that one is blocked, and now Scotland trying to counter, and then a foul committed. A handball or something against Shea Adams, the Torino striker. So now Gunn, who plays for Nottingham Forest. That was an interesting call, I felt. They give him the nod over the veteran Craig Gordon, who did play a lot of action at Hearts. That was a very interesting call. Free kick for Haiti. From about 32, 33 yards away. It's a fair way out. There is no wall for Scotland. But it's almost like, well, he's not far backed up far enough. I was going to say, it's almost like he's taking a shot, going for a chip, and that was nowhere close to trouble Gunn. Goal kick for Scotland. Scotland, of course, they've had some people. Of course, you have one of the big talking points of this World Cup has been fans and how some fans are reacting to the World Cup being in America with it. There are a lot of different things. Of course, a lot of the complaints you'll see out of people who are not in America, but a lot of those that are here, they're having a good old time, including the Scottish fan. Trying to, of course, I've already forgot the name, but I'm sure you've seen the Scottish fan that went to Texas and got him some brisket. He was having a good old time, and the Tartan Army, of course, Foxborough, they made their presence known at Fenway Park at a Red Sox game last night. Of course, it didn't matter where this World Cup was going to be, the Tartan Army was going to show up because, well, it's been almost 30 years. Haiti now stringing together a few passes out of their own half. They have possession here. Now they go on the left-hand side, and this might be a chance to work something here. Bellegarde plays it in, looking for Bellegarde, and it clipped the post on the way out. What a chance that was for Haiti. Actually, didn't clip the post. Jack Hendry was back there providing a line of defense. It was Isidore who went up for it. Isidore, who has scored 2 goals for Haiti at international level. 2 goals for Haiti, 1 in that friendly 8 days ago in Miami against Peru. Scored 6 Premier League goals for Sunderland this past year, helping the Black Cats achieve European football next season. Shankland and foul. Steve Clark is bit perplexed. Now Haiti had possession on a long chip. Cleared away, but not very well. And Haiti on the attack. And Haiti have been on the front foot the last 5 or 6 minutes, but they lose possession here. McTominay, long chip for Gannon Doak to chase. Here's Gannon Doak. Gannon Doak, nice turn in the area. Tees up McTominay! Off the post! What a chance for Scott McTominay. Now here come Haiti. In to end this. Chipped in and no proper contact. Oh, a clever delivery that had no one on the end of it. Deetson with a very good ball down the right-hand side. And it has suddenly gone end to end here as we've hit 17 minutes. So still 0-0, but this has become anything but a boring contest. Robertson now gives it over to Adams. Now it goes to Lewis Ferguson, who plays in Italy for Bologna. Now Scotland with Jack Hendry. Henry trying to play a ball through and couldn't, and it's going to easily go back to Placide. We're now in the 19th minute. Haiti 0, Scotland 0. FIFA World Cup 2026. Glad you're with us on the Ultimate Sports Media on this Saturday night or Sunday morning, depending on which part of our world you're choosing to access from. Great action here. And of course, this World Cup, just such a great event. We love it so much, and we are here with you. And now a foul against Haiti, and this is going to be a free kick probably for Scotland, I would think. One more match still left tonight. Tonight. We'll just do what Big Monday. If you ever remember Big Monday college basketball back when they used to have a WAC game, they always would say starting at 11:59, so it could technically be part of Big Monday when it started. So we'll go 11:59, if you will, for Australia and Turkey. We will not be carrying that match, but again, we will give you coming up later tomorrow schedule. th minute, Scotland trying to just string it out. Ball to play through, and it's going to go over to Johnny Placide, and it will be over towards him. It will be a hit for Haiti. And we've played 20. No goals, but a fair amount of action, it must be said here, between Haiti and Scotland. Now it's Haiti in possession one more time. Haiti have it now with Carlin's Arcus. Now it's Jean-Jacques, who plays in the MLS for Philadelphia Union. And we're about a minute away from, roughly, if my math is correct, about a minute away from the hydration break. Haiti in possession again, roaming forward. Here is Arcus with it. Now, Crow. Now it's Jean-Jacques again. Good touch there. Guard in the mixer. Now it's Dietzen. Dietzen whips the cross in, and it's easy for Gunn. Haiti won a penalty. Isidore thinks that he was pulled. Referee not interested. Another good passage of play from Haiti. Was there a push? Be the judge. And a little bit of contact there. Rod Stewart in the stands tonight. Sir Roderick David Rod Stewart in the stands. One of the great musicians of all time. Of course, from Scotland and supporting his nation as we have hit the hydration break. Reminder, World Cup action tomorrow. And World Cup action tomorrow, we have, I'm looking at my sheet here, 4 games on Sunday proper. We will have 2 of them at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. The Netherlands opening up their campaign against Japan. And then at 7 o'clock, yours truly back at the call for the Ivory Coast against Ecuador. Those are our 2 games tomorrow here on the channel. Of course, a busy day on the channel tomorrow. The 2 World Cup games in the mix of the NASCAR Cup Series at Pocono, the Game 2 of the AHL Calder Cup Final, and Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final, which Lord Stanley's Cup will be in the building in Las Vegas as the Hurricanes try to clinch it on enemy soil. Nick's trying to do that tonight. That's on a separate stream. NBA action going on there. So they are in the middle of the hydration breaks. That get you caught up on what else is happening here in the very tired of the hydration break. I understand. We're being told that we're going to have a new member of our team make his debut tomorrow. Nathan Richards. He will be on commentary duty for that Netherlands-Japan match. By the way, quick little note about, we mentioned Donnelly Jean-Jacques of the Haitian team. He plays for Philadelphia Union. He is the first active Philadelphia Union player to appear for get start appear in a World Cup match. Amazing, amazing stuff. So again, glad to have you with us, Seth Eaves, with you here. As we've got World Cup Saturday night. Where is the NBC Big Ten Saturday night theme from Fallout Boy? Should have had that. World Cup Saturday night. All right, I'm not going to sing any more for you than I already have. 26 and a half gone. Karaoke night was last night with JT, don't you know? Scotland now in possession once again. Gannon Doak had it. Now we've kind of gone back to a feeling out process after a brief moment of end-to-end. When headed, not down to the penalty area, but not towards another red shirt. Now, Haiti, very great move. This is decent. Giving it a go. Little guard now, and Isidore with it. Haiti with spaces to go on the run here. A pass now, Isidore, and again gets in a tussle with Hanley. Now it is Robertson. Now Jack Hendry with it. That's a good long ball. Adams is on it. Adams now gives it up. Gannon Doak, good speed, good in product. Adams near post save. McGinn deflected and in. Scotland have their first World Cup goal in nearly 30 years. Sean McGinn was in on it. The man who is the heart of so much for Aston Villa this season. And he makes Scottish fantasies a reality. 1-0 Scotland. Took a wicked deflection on the way through. A bit harsh on Haiti, given that they played pretty decent in this first half. But Scotland break the deadlock in Massachusetts. And McGinn, I thought he should have shot it first time, but he waited. It's a good job by Adams originally, and that's probably gonna go down as an own goal, I believe. I think that might be an own goal off of Isidore of all people. McGinn has credit for the goal for now. Scotland could care less who gets the credit for it, other than they have the lead. Haiti looking for an immediate response, though. And a foul. And don't you know the Tartan Army are loving every minute of that. So half an hour gone. 1-0 lead for Scotland. Scotland trying to build from the back, and now Haiti have to play from behind. A bit of a shot to the system, and again, a bit of a gut punch. Not saying they bossed it by any stretch, but you have to realize that Scotland, that Haiti were playing pretty well, but Scotland have the goal. Robertson now to McTominay. Right hand side. Gannon Doe. Cross. Header. Oh, was it too far away from a second? Lawrence Shanklin nearly had that. Shanklin, of course, had a big year for Hearts in their incredible season, which ended just short of an improbable Scottish League championship. .33rd minute here. And we've got a... But a big moment for Scotland, no question about it. And now another stoppage here. Haiti with a free kick. Header. And wayward, to put it mildly. Wayward from Fransti Perio, who plays for Kaykor Rizespor in Turkish football. Comes Haiti now with Bellegarde. Now Perio. Perio with it. Now lays it off left-hand side. Chance for Haiti to get into the penalty area. Another chance of the turn. Gunn spilled it. Rebound. Cleared. Still not 100% cleared. Last ditch though by Hendry, and now a foul on Haiti anyway. Gunn spilt it, and offside is the call. But a moment of holding your breath if you're a Scotland fan. Oh, by the way, another misidentification. It was Bellegarde who that came off of, who got that touch. So it'll probably go down as an own goal by Bellegarde. But again, Scotland don't care if Rod Stewart gets credited for the goal. Here's Dietzen now for Haiti on the run, and partially blocked now. It is Arcus. And foul is going to be a corner pick or throw into Haiti, much to the chagrin of Andy Robertson, who was really staring down the linesman over there. On that right-hand side. Again, going left to right as you cross your radio dials. You're not going to get the radio out of us. Of course, you don't get it out of me when I'm me. I prefer not to have the face shown, which is perfectly fine. Here is Bellegarde now with his free kick for Haiti. Bellegarde plays it in. Header at the near post is over the bar from Isidore. 36th minute. Haiti 0, Scotland 1. 2026 Men's World Cup from Boston Stadium in Massachusetts. Seth Eaves with you here. John McGinn. But we think this is going to get changed to a Jean-Eric Bellegarde own goal. Scotland lead by a goal to 0. There's Lewis Ferguson with it now for Scotland, and now Aaron Hickey. A bit of a argy-bargy situation here. This is Robertson now on the left-hand side for Scotland. Then Haiti with a dispossession right there is Bellegarde running, trying to atone for his mistake. This is a good move by Haiti. Chance, and last line of defense was Aaron Hickey, the Brentford defender. Away it goes, out of play. Haiti have it again. And Dietzen. And now we've lost the feed. Of course, this is Haiti, and again, we've mentioned to you earlier, a nation that, folks, listen, the last thing I want to do is get on a political soapbox, but if you think your government's a mess, it's nothing compared to Haiti. No real functioning central government at home, and they did not even play a single, in fact, things are in such disrepair, and there's so much lack of facility. Haiti did not play a single World Cup qualifier at home, which is just crazy to think about. Foul here and a free kick for Scotland here in the 40th minute. Up there, chance. Not at on. Adams couldn't get there off the free kick. McGinn tried to send it that way and couldn't. Comes back to Robertson now. Here is Dietzen. Dietzen. Header! And wide. Now Scotland trying to break the counter this time, and we'll see he's going to chase it down. Now it's Haiti with experience with it now. Here's another shot from distance, and the guard put it over, and he is very frustrated. He thinks he was fouled. I think he's showing some frustration in the sense that he's had a few shots that have missed, and of course he got that brutal last touch on the Scotland goal. Scotland with 8 attempts on goal, Haiti with 6, each with 2 attempts on target. Where it matters, it's 1-0. Reminder, for those of you that are with us, if you like what you're seeing or hearing, more importantly, thank you. And a reminder, you can hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell. You'll be reminded of when we go on for any of our sporting events we have. We do have a ton of fun, and we hope you, and we do appreciate you. Subscriber count recently hit 1,000 the other day. So grateful to all of you that have decided to join us on our crazy and fun world through sports. Here's Gannon Doak with it for Scotland on the right-hand side. Now the throw is Hickey's going to throw. Again, coming up halftime. We'll get you caught up on what happened today in the World Cup as well as tomorrow, and what else is going on around the sports world. How are the Knicks doing? What's going on in Omaha? What's going on in Major League Baseball and other sports of interest on this 13th of June, or it's the 14th again if you're with us in Europe. Don't you know there is no sleeping going on in Scotland right now? Because you're either watching or invested in a pub at 2:47. A lot of pubs in Scotland got clearance to stay open late. Or if you live in Scotland but you're not really into sport, there's no way you could sleep because of all the noise from most of the people in the country that are wanting their nation to do well. And Scotland fans, I think, are just telling us, hey, just get us to the round of 32, please. Of course, if they hang on here, they'll be top of the group. Ruben Providence, who plays for Almere City in the Netherlands. Little chip. Not a great first touch from Perio. It let him down. And now to play for a goal kick. It was a decent attack. Perio got in a decent position, but that was just that first touch. I don't think he was expecting it to come in that particular position, to be perfectly honest with you. Bagpipes playing as the Scottish fans, again, loud and proud. They know it's a long time coming. We've played the 45 minutes, and how much stoppage time are we getting? The answer to that question is going to be 4. There you see on your screen, 4 additional minutes, the end of this first half. A very good first half, I may add. Very exciting. Whoa, Hanley and Providence in a tangle, and Providence is going to get busted for the foul. I said Hanley, it was Hickey. So Hickey and Providence now in a scrum. Of course, we're not too far from Providence, Rhode Island. And some of the Haiti fans didn't like that particular call. here comes Haiti with it. So 2 minutes into stoppage time now. Bellegarde trying to work it here, and then another deflection. Haiti, this is good passing here from Haiti. Jean-Jacques tried to give it up, and McGinn ends up winning it. Oh, McGinn gets clipped by Dietzen. So last minute of scheduled stoppage time here at the end of the first half. 1-0 the lead for Scotland over Haiti. Scotland now just passing it out of the back. I think they will be pleased with the fact that they're up. Obviously, would suspect that. I think both teams would like to be better defensively, but it has been a pretty open game. Now here comes Scotland on the right-hand side, running at pace. Gannon Doak. No one really dared to pass it to, and away to safety by Dietzen. Goes only as far back as Robertson. Hickey, his cross. Try to get to Shankland. Too many white shirts there, though. Now rushing forward here is McGinn. And is he going to get one cross in before the end of the first half? He's trying to get it in. Robertson. Now back to McGinn, and cleared off, and halftime is indeed what is there. And John McGinn, the man who has removed Craig Burley from the history books for nearly 30 years, the ESPN pundit was the answer to the question, who scored Scotland's last goal at a World Cup finals? Not anymore. John McGinn's shot via deflection has given the Tartan Army something to cheer about. We have played a half in New England, and our score, Haiti 0, Scotland 1. We'll be back in just a moment. This is the World Cup, the 2026 World Cup on USM. time in New England, and a goal 28 years in the making for Scotland and their loyal fans. John McGinn, who seems to be at the heart of everything Aston Villa does, and he's at the heart of it for Scotland. His goal, albeit with a little help along the way, is the difference as they lead Haiti 1-0 in this World Cup encounter. As the World Cup continuing its opening stages, the first round of group stage matches continuing. This from Group C, a group that also includes Brazil and the surprise package from 4 years ago in Qatar, Morocco. So let's take a quick look at what happened earlier today in the World Cup. Hopefully you can hear me. My phone is trying to get in a good charging place. Earlier today in the World Cup, we mentioned Brazil and Morocco. That finished 1-1. Morocco got a goal from Ismail Saibari in the 21st, but then Vinicius scored 11 minutes later. So Carlo Ancelotti and Brazil having to settle for a draw on the opening day of the tournament. Elsewhere, Qatar and Switzerland, that was the first game of the day in Santa Clara, and that finished 1-1. Riel Mbolo gave Switzerland the lead, but then on a penalty, but right at the death, 5th minute of added time, it was Muhim who got the stunning equalizer for Qatar. And so Qatar and Switzerland will tie. So 4-way tie at the top of Group B, of course, after Canada and Bosnia drew yesterday. So if you count midnight as a part of Sunday, it's a 5-match World Cup day. Midnight, Australia and Turkey. Group D action from Vancouver. Of course, that's the group where the United States is. Winner, if there is a winner, will go level with the Stars and Stripes at the top of the group. Group E at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Group E gets underway from Houston, Germany. The 2014 winners, but boy, have they had a rough go of it since then, failing to get out of the group stage at each of the last 2 World Cups. The heavy favorites to get out of the group this time, taking on Dick Advocaat's Curacao, smallest nation to ever make a World Cup. They'll play at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Then at 4 o'clock, it's Group F action. The game will have your network with Nathan Richards on the call from Jerry World from Arlington. The Netherlands against Japan. The Dutch trying to make another effort at shedding the unwanted label of best nation to never win a World Cup. Japan, always tricky. We'll see what happens, although the Wataru Endo news is no doubt a tough one for them. 7 o'clock prime time. Philadelphia, the site for the other match in Group E, as the Ivory Coast face off with Ecuador. The Elephants back for the first time since 2014. Ecuador made it, of course, last time. And finally, 10 o'clock tomorrow night, late night action from Guadalupe as Sweden face off with Tunisia. That's tomorrow at the World Cup. So a big day of action as these groups continue to get into high gear. Now, let's see what else is going on. Also on USM on a separate stream, NBA Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Early third quarter, San Antonio leads New York 42-37. Spurs must win tonight to keep the series alive, or else the Knicks will end their long drought and be NBA champions. Major League Baseball, 2 games in progress on this Saturday. The Phillies lead the Brewers 9-6 in the bottom of the 8th. The Astros and Royals are tied at 7. They're in a delay in the 8th inning. 3 games still to play later tonight. Cubs, Giants, Rockies, A's, and Rays, Angels. Earlier today, in Major League Baseball, it was St. Louis beating Minnesota 9-6. What a day for the Cardinals. Blaze Jordan hitting his first Major League home run. Ivan Herrera also hit 2 home runs in the game. Yankees beat the Blue Jays 3-1 thanks to a 9th inning homer from Paul Goldschmidt. Spencer Horwitz hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. That was the difference to lift Pittsburgh past Miami 3-2. Padres beat the Orioles 9-3. 5 homers for San Diego today, including 2 of the first. Jackson Merrill and Samad Taylor doing that as the Padres took the O's for a ride today. Washington beat Seattle 8-3. Luis Garcia Jr. hitting a homer for the Nats. C.J. Abrams recorded 3 hits. Cleveland beat Detroit 3-1. Tarek Skubal returned for the Tigers today. He threw 80 pitches in his return, but again, he takes a loss as the Guardians win by 3-1. Cincinnati, 2-1 win over Arizona. Novelli Marte with a home run in the 8th. Louder pitched into the 6th for the Redlegs. The Bravos win again, win 46 for Atlanta. They beat the hated Mets 3-1. Eli White, a homer and a career-high 3 hits. Dodgers beat the White Sox 7-1. Yoshinobu Yamamoto carried a no-hit bid into the 9th in that game as the 2-time defending world champions win again. And the Red Sox, the winner over the Rangers 6-3 at Fenway. PGA, RBC, Canadian Open. Wyndham Clark was the story of the day. He fired a bogey-free 7 under 63 to match the low round of the week, and he moves to within 2 shots of leader Jackson Suber, ranked 167th in the world, but he's got the lead heading into the final round tomorrow in Toronto. Bud Colley is second, 1 shot back. We mentioned Clark 2-1 black, 2-1 back, 2 shots back. He's tied for third along with Tommy Fleetwood, Bryce Garnett, and Jesper Svensson. Also in the mix, 4 shots back at 10 under. Sam Burns, Ryan Fox, Billy Horschel, Jimmy Stanger, and Sudarshan Yelamaraju, who is the highest Canadian in the order. Of course, the U.S. Open next week at Shinnecock Hills. College baseball, College World Series opening round continued today. Oklahoma, very impressive. The 1994 champions and 2022 runner-up beat Alabama 9-0 today. The other game going on right now in the top of the 5th, Georgia leading Texas 4-1. WNBA Commissioner's Cup, Las Vegas is just gone final. They get 24-10 from Asia Wilson. Aces over the Lynx 100-97. Dallas and Portland, they're tied at 68 with 6:55 to go. Early in the first quarter, Phoenix on top of LA 10-2. One final today. Indiana beat Connecticut 85-75. Sophie Cunningham, 3 3-pointers, scored the final 11 points. Caitlin Clark, 25 points and 5 threes for the Fever as they got the win there. ATP, the Boss Open in Stuttgart, Germany, semifinals. It was Taylor Fritz with a straight sets win over Bublik. He'll face fellow American Ben Shelton, who beat Lehecka in 3 sets in Stuttgart. In the WTA, of course, a WTA 500 event going on in London, the HSBC Championships, the final there tomorrow between Donna Vekic and Emma Raducanu. NASCAR, Justin Allgaier won the O'Reilly Series race at Pocono. Denny Hamlin is on the pole for tomorrow's Cup race, you can see right here on USM. And finally, some sad news from the National Football League. Former San Francisco 49er All-Pro Aldon Smith has died at the age of 36. The 49ers announcing his death tonight. The team, though, has not disclosed a cause of death. Smith was drafted by the 49ers with the 11th overall pick out of Missouri in the 2011 draft. He had 14 sacks in his rookie season and finished second to Von Miller in voting for Defensive Rookie of the Year. The next year, he helped the Niners get to the Super Bowl and had a franchise record 19.5 sacks. His 33.5 sacks in his first 2 seasons, the most in NFL history. Excuse me. He kept that pace up with 4.5 sacks in the first 3 games of his 3rd season before off-the-field issues started. And honestly, it was just really sad what happened with his career after that, but was just living his life. And again, no word yet on a cause of death, but Aldon Smith passes away at the age of 36. Our thoughts, prayers, deepest sympathies are with his family at this time. Moments away from the start of the second half. Scotland leading Haiti by a goal to nil. Scotland will go from left to right in their red shirts. Haiti the opposite way in white. It was a pretty good first half, it must be said. End to end at times, good action, but eventually, Scotland did get that goal through McGinn, and now Haiti will be looking for a way through. As now here, as Hickey is fouled and a yellow card, first of the match, and it's going to go to Haiti's. It's going to go to Haiti's Ruben Providence, who plays in the Netherlands, as we mentioned earlier, for Almere City. 47 appearances, and he scored 3 international goals, including one 11 days ago in a friendly win against New Zealand. Scored the second goal in that last qualifying match, the 2-0 win against Nicaragua. Free kick. Or was the free kick on a Scotland player, actually? Yeah, it was on a Scotland player. Anyway. We press sonically now. Excuse me, god dang it. Again, no changes at halftime. Haiti 4-4-2 with Placida in goal, Experience, Delcro, Ade, and Arcus at the back. Providence, Bellegarde, who's on a yellow, with Jean Jacques and Isidore and Periot, the other two in the attack there for Haiti. And then for Scotland, a 4-4-2 with Gunn, as here comes Gannon Doak, Robertson, Henry, Hanley, and Hickey at the back four. Hickey's on a yellow. McGinn, Ferguson, McTominay, Gannon Doak, and then the two strikers, Adams and Shanklin. And another foul here. This one against Scotland as Adams lunged, just caught the stud of Experience there. That will be a free kick to Haiti inside their own half. I wonder what each of these clubs will be doing for substitutions. A lot of Scotland fans. Now Scotland have it in possession now with McGinn. This is good work here by John McGinn. Now it's Gannon Doak. Back over to Hickey. Now it is McTominay. Now Hickey again. Now it's Gannon Doak. And Doak yanked down. And a foul there. Oh, yeah, across the face there. Yeah, hand across the face there from Experience. And now a free kick for Scotland. C gets the wall set up. Scotland play it short. Gannon Doak. And loses out. Good piece of Haitian defending right there by Providence. Now Haiti trying to hit on the counterattack. Arcus. Pass back over to Experience. Experience with it one more time. Now Haiti kind of slowing it down just a little bit. Right-hand side. This is good passing. This is Dietzen now on the right-hand side. Still with Dietzen. Trying to fiddle and fidget around. Here is Dietzen now to Bellegarde. And there to finish up that pass the way through. And it's going to be a goal kick to Scotland. Steve Clark looking on. His team with the 1-0 lead. The John McGinn goal, the difference in this one. Minutes gone. Henley a long ball through. Gannon Doak now with a chance to chase, and he couldn't keep it going. Experience now with the throw in. It's Haiti with it. Period with it, although he was dispossessed. It's foul there. I think a little too much there from Hanley. And Haiti going quick with this. Bellegarde now gives it to Elcrow. I haven't called his name at all. Oh, that's him. Here's Providence now, left-hand side. Now trying to cut to the right. Providence again working it. Now to Experience and deflection and behind for a corner as it deflected off of Hickey. Hickey taking one for the team. Clock about to read 52 minutes. Bellegarde with this corner for Haiti, and they're going to go short with the train ground technique. Cross far post, and Providence couldn't find anybody, and Ames helplessly out of play. Well, again, it's a decent delivery, but and oh, good, nodded head forward, and now a little bit of space, and now a very delayed offside call against Shanklin. I see we brought this to soccer, to this particular sport. We do other sports here in America, and don't particularly like it. If the call's right, call it. Don't wait 5 seconds for dramatic effect. Although, to be fair, I think Shanklin knew it before the linesman had his flag up. So, there you go. Here is Providence on the left-hand side. Providence, boy, he's in an absolute tussle there with Gannon Doak. And Gannon Doak is some kind of fired up. Big-time collision right there. Scotland will now play it out of the back. A 1-0 lead for the Scots. I'm trying to play it forward. Haiti with good defending as Gannon Doak couldn't quite get onto the end of it. Now McTominay in the attacking half, and now Scotland playing it back. Haiti putting a bit of a high press on. Foul against Haiti. Free kick Scotland, and here they come. In. Good ball. Chance. It missed Shanklin. And then Gannon Doak tried to get it in, tried to get a touch on it, but he really didn't. Really, it was a decent ball at first, but it was Shanklin who missed on it, and then really, I mean, Gannon Doak gets a touch, but it was nothing resembling a clear touch, although the last touch came from Haiti. So it's a Scotland corner as the clock's about to show 55 minutes as you see on your screen. Sean McGinn to take the corner. McGinn whips it in, headed away, and out of play it goes. We got the last touch. Haiti did. Pirot defending back there. Now Haiti will have to do it again. McGinn, high ball. Header at the far post is over from McTominay. And it will be a goal kick for Haiti. As McTominay had a bit of a head collision there with Jean-Jacques. So now here come Haiti. Left-hand side, they got Chase to work. Experience. Trying to give it up. Not trying to give it, trying to keep it in, but Ferguson wins it. Good job by Lewis Ferguson. And another long ball, and ends up hitting the linesman. That'll play. Last touch by Experience. It'll be Scotland's ball to throw in. Oh, that might be the foul there. Experience just upended Adams. We've seen some contact in this game. That is for darn sure. Excuse me. Scotland trying to pass through. Now Scotland fans enjoying their moment on television, on the world screen. So now here is Providence now for Haiti. Delcroix now back to Providence. It's a good ball. Well, there was contact there. Pirot went down the penalty area. It's only a half-hearted appeal, though. Save made by Gunn. And if Scotland hang on, they will be top of the group. Would you believe? Left-hand side, looking for Shankland. Good last-ditch defending by Han Delcroix. 27-year-old who plays his club football in Switzerland for Lugano. 12 appearances for Burnley once upon a time in the Premier League. Scotland now the corner to take on this left-hand side. Ferguson. Ferguson. Adams. Not much contact there now. Can Haiti break here? Nearing the hour. And it's still Scotland 1, Haiti 0. World Cup action from New England. Delcro. Now we're gone. Now it's experience on this left-hand side. Now Delcro again with it. Now Haiti trying to pass it back. Providence whipping across in, and again, well over the intended target. Pirot was the closest one there and didn't get the proper contact on it. First change for Haiti. Lucius Dietzon's race has been run. It's going to be Josue Casimir, 24-year-old, who applies his trade in France for Auxerre. Scored 1 goal this season for them in Ligue 1. Has yet to score for Haiti, part of an Auxerre squad that just missed relegation to the French top flight. And he is on the pitch now. So, Casimir on. Scotland have it in the attacking half. McGinn trying to push forward. McGinn. And McGinn's fouled in a free kick in the attacking half for Scotland. Wonder how much longer it'll be before Steve Clark makes his first roll of the dice. You can make 5 substitutions, of course. Robertson to take this free kick. Chipped in. And not a whole lot done on that free kick. And a foul, and it's going to be on Scotland here, I believe. 63rd minute. Again, we're about 3.5 minutes or so away from another hydration break. Now you got now Placide is making having a conference here, and after all that, free kick, Haiti have possession in their own half as play now resumes. A lot of times I'll do my, talking, if you will, when the opposition team is in the attacking half, or a chance to do it. Good through ball. It's not a bad first touch there by Casimir, the substitute who just came on. Yeah, with it now. Bank, it goes over to Casimir. Casimir now, left-hand side. Casimir still in an absolute fight. And, great. Well, I thought for a minute, great job defending it by Shanklin. And I think it was, but I think there was a foul, and Shanklin wanted the advantage play, and the referee did not give it to him. So Scotland with a 1-0 lead. Hanley. Through ball. Shanklin trying to get there and couldn't. And last touch there, Delcro doing the defensive work. More substitutes potentially ready to come on. Hickey with a throw in for Scotland. Can they get a second? First 2 matches of this day have ended in 1-1 draws. Is that going to continue? Haiti's got a chance on the counter, but the pass was way too weighted for Jean-Jacques. Throw in Haiti now, experience with it. 5 minutes to go. On stoppage time, you know the hydration break. It'll be coming soon. John Junt now to Del Crow. Passing here by Haiti. Now, Experience. Can he keep it in? Yes. Left-hand side, Experience. Can he get the cross in? Hickey defending well. Going for the back pass. Experience now to Del Crow. Now playing it here to Jean-Jacques. And not a good enough ball, and Gunn with the save. We've had 66 on the clock. Oh, again, hacked. I think we're going to have the hydration break anyway, and so it is hydration break time again. And it's still 1-0 to Scotland over Haiti. The goal from John McGinn. So, waiting for the hydration break to end. And what a interesting encounter. So again, 1-0. Will Scotland get the second, or will Haiti get that equalizer? That is the question that remains to be seen. It remains to be seen here, remains to be answered. The winner, if there is one, top of the group after that Brazil and Morocco draw tonight. As the night sky, benevolent night sky, New England night sky. And so, looks like we're about ready to resume out of the hydration break. And we're about ready to resume. By the way, Scotland, I think, have made a couple of changes. Have they? No, they have not. Hendry and Ferguson were starters. So no changes made. And Scotland will have the ball, a free kick. 20 minutes plus stoppage time to play. And it's Scotland at the Boston Stadium in Massachusetts who lead by a 1-0 over Haiti. Will it end that way? I'm trying to pass through. Here's McGinn. Oh, we got a little clip from behind there. Foul on Jean-Jacques. I gotta be honest, it didn't look like much, if any, contact in real time. Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh. There's contact, but McGinn did a great job of selling it. And it worked, because he got Scotland a free kick out of it. Scottish fans hoping this Robertson free kick for the left-hand side will be chance to produce number 2. Robertson lifts it in. Oh, collision. McTominay went down. He wants a penalty. Then there was then he committed a foul himself on Jean-Jacques. Now, don't know how much Kano was in, but it was pretty obvious McTominay took a pretty big tumble. Throw in for Scotland. And Ricardo, 80, and Ade with it, the 36-year-old who plays in Ecuador for LDU Quito. I'm trying to push it forward for Scotland again. Out of play, it will be a Scotland throw-in. About to start the 73rd minute. This is Shea Adams. Get off. Cross and LaCroix. With a good defensive header. Oh, it's a good ball, though. Hanley. Hickey kept it in. It's McGinn. And McGinn just pulled it wide. John McGinn just missing the chance to make it 2-0. He thinks he was fouled at the end of the play. He might have a case on that, to be honest. Now Haiti coming forward again. Cross. Oh, we got a man unmarked. Providence is in. Providence looking for the ball, and it just missed the legs of a helpless Isidore. That close to 1-1. Boy, a couple of real chances at both ends here within a minute of each other. Those casual fans, those people would not look at a match between Haiti and Scotland and think, well, that's probably not going to be entertaining, but boy, it has it been. It's been end-to-end at times. Haiti, you know, are going to keep pushing forward to get that equalizing goal. 1-0 the lead for Scotland. They want to add to the lead, though. Robertson. And the pass was picked off. Scotland have 3 subs getting ready to come on. Lyndon Dykes, Ryan Christie, and Nathan Patterson set to come on. Haiti looking for the through ball. Providence couldn't get there. And I wonder if this will now be the time where Steve Clark makes that triple change. And I believe he is indeed going to make it. Who's coming off? Gannon Doak is coming off. Adams is off. And who's the other coming off? We'll get confirmation in a minute. Lyndon Dykes, 30-year-old, born in Australia, it's Hickey, the other one who's coming off. Has played for so many different clubs. He's played for Queen of the South. He's played in Australia. He's played for Gold Coast City. He's played for Livingston. He's played for QPR. He's played for Birmingham, and he's also played for Charlton. Also another Haiti change coming in. Dykes with 10 international goals, most recently October 9th at a 3-1 qualifying win against Greece. The Haiti change is Isidore off. Isidore off and Lenny Joseph, the forward, on. Joseph plays in Hungary for Ferencváros, where he scored 7 goals, where he scored 16 goals in 48 matches across all competitions for Ferencváros. 7 in the league, 5 in the cup, 4 in Europe. Ferencváros team finished second in the league. They won the cup and made the last 16 of the Europa League before losing to Braga in that one. And just to finish up with the Scotland changes, Ryan Christie on. He had a great year for Bournemouth, of course. 31-year-old from Inverness, Scotland, is Haiti. Come forward here, and how to play it goes. Scored in that May 30th friendly win against Curacao. Scored 2 goals against Greece in World Cup qualifying. 1 at Hampden in October, 1 in Piraeus back in November. And then Nathan Patterson, who plays for Everton. He's from Glasgow, has also played for Rangers. Scored a goal in November of 2021 for Scotland. Here's Haiti with a corner. Not much on the end of that. Another ball coming through. Again, Haiti trying to get it in a good position. Experience couldn't do anything with it. It is still 1-0 Scotland. John McGinn's goal still the difference in this one. Do Haiti have anything left in the tank? Casimir now looking to experience. Experience now back to Casimir. Now it is Jean-Jacques. Here is Casimir with it now. And Casimir. That's a good turn by Casimir. Now, here is Bellegarde. Bellegarde let fly, and it was blocked. He went on the turn and blocked. Oh, but a good dispossession there. Providence is in. Providence. And a vital block by Patterson. It's a Haiti corner, though. 79th minute. And the Haitian fans now making some noise, hoping their team can get an equalizer here. Corner to be taken by Providence. Providence's corner. And headed away by Scotland. They do the job defensively. Only comes as far as experience, though. Now here is Bellegarde. Now Providence. Providence. Casimir. And a low shot. Easy for Gunn to handle. Haiti still have 3 subs left. Scotland have 2 available left. Final 11 minutes plus stoppage time. You can bet there will be a fair amount of that added. McGinn. There is McGinn for Scotland. Now Haiti with a chance to break on the counterattack. Decent ball. Here's Providence. And Providence went for the cross. Blocked and cleared behind for a corner by Hanley. Rod Stewart. And looking very, very nervous. The Scottish team on the back foot here. He might need that bottle of wine to relax him here. Dylan Guard with the corner. Headed away. And not much going on there with Haiti. Match momentum. Boy, they'll make up a stat and an analytic thing for everything these days, won't they? That's the first I've ever heard of something like that. Goes back to gun with little to no fanfare. Scotland up 1-0. Can they survive and go into the second wave of matches in this tournament with the group lead? Scotland trying to look for a second. Not a whole lot coming up there. Christie trying to attack. Good job. No, Christie fouled. Thought maybe he had gotten away with it, but he did not. McLean, here's 2 more change here. Changes. It looks as if John McGinn is going to be dealt with. The next set of matches, by the way, June the 19th. So on Friday, Scotland will play Morocco in Foxborough, while Haiti will go up against Brazil in Philadelphia. So Scotland have brought 2 new faces on, fresh legs. Kenny McLean, the Norwich City midfielder, and the Kilmarnock forward, Finley Curtis. McLean, 3 goals for Scotland. Most recently, the last goal, the clincher, the stunning goal that sealed the win against Denmark and sealed Scotland's place at the World Cup. McLean scoring just 2 goals this season, or 3 goals in all competitions for Norwich this season. The inspiration for a poem by Scotland's Makar. That goal against Denmark was the inspiration for a poem by the national poet of Scotland, Padraig MacAdoo. As the ball goes out of play, the poet said in an interview, quote, "It was probably when that ball was in the air waiting to bounce over Schmeichel that I realized I might have to write about it." He then quoted a line in his poem describing the goal, quote, "Watching a ball tumble in its everyday, humdrum, perfect parabola to fall plump as a rainbow back to earth." It's really amazing what sports can do. Finley Curtis, the 20-year-old from Balfron, Scotland, joined Kilmarnock from Rangers on a loan deal in the winter transfer window, and he scored 5 goals in 14 appearances for them. Also scored Scotland's first goal in the 4-1 win against Curacao in the May friendly. Haiti have it. Now, 85th minute cross. Bellegarde's header! It was actually Perriot with a header. It goes just wide of the mark. Man, Haiti were that close. And the Scottish fans with a huge sigh of relief. There's still a ways to go, though. Another sub has come on for Haiti, by the way. Providence off. Yassin Fortune on. 27-year-old who plays for the Portuguese club Vizela. the second division of Portugal. Here come Haiti again. Oh, good bit of defending there. Fortune has yet to score for Haiti. Actually represented France at a youth level. McTominay. Christie. Now it's McTominay again. Good work by McTominay. And Delcroix gets in the way and makes a nuisance of himself. Haiti now will have possession. 86th minute. Plus, you know there will be a fair amount of stoppage time. Now it's Scotland on the counterattack. Curtis. Deflected there, and now here comes Haiti. Experience now over to Placide. Delcroix. Now Bellegarde again. Now Fortune. Tune now back to Bellegarde. Crow coming forward. 87 on the clock. Still 1-0. Lifted into the area. Oh, not the best first touch from Joseph. Was chested down, but his back was to the goal. Now free kick Scotland. The Haiti fans here are enjoying themselves. And again, we talk about Scotland and the misery there. That's because, in a way, because that's a proud footballing nation. But for all talk about Scotland's thing, I mean, you know, their quote-unquote struggles. Their last World Cup was 24 years after Haiti's most recent. 74, just the second time that Haiti have come on. As we told you earlier, their story has been rather good. As Dykes tried to head that towards Christie and couldn't. Seed now with it. Out of play. Throw in Haiti. Both teams now out of substitutions. You got what you got now. Ade. Now Arcus. Now Steve Clark sits down. Scotland on the verge of a massive World Cup moment. Scotland have only won 4 matches at a World Cup final. The last, a 2-1 win in the group stage against Sweden back in 1990. It was the last time they've won. Throw in Haiti. Mark about to hit 90. course, Haiti trying to come through and now Scotland on the counterattack. By the way, 6 additional minutes is what we've been given here. Another foul. Haiti trying to nurse that one. That looked like a force. They still lead 1-0. Oh, now that does look more legitimate on upon further review. "90 seconds. Haiti looking there, trying to work through. Now Bellegarde's cross. Not there. Now another cross. Away it goes. Now another foul. Now a free kick here for Bellegarde. It's not over yet. Bellegarde with a cross. Oh, that wasn't very good. Halfway through the allotted stoppage time we have been promised. Haiti trying to build something. Scotland trying to hang on for their first World Cup win in 36 years. Down he goes! No penalty, and it was hooked towards Gunn anyway. Perriot went down. He's not appealing, to be perfectly fair. And Gunn with a save, and he'll take his sweet time with this. Four of the 6 additional minutes now have been completed. Scotland ever close to the finish line. A foul and a yellow card here. And it's one that I'm sure will be taken in great stride by Jack Hendry. Henry, the man who plays for Al Ettifaq in the Saudi League. About 5 minutes gone of the 6. And take their sweet time with this, you can bet. We are just about to finish line here. Scotland fans, consensus. How many of these people, the Scotland, of course, a lot of their fans love it. How many were alive or knew what was going on 36 years ago when Scotland did win that match against Sweden? Their last win in a World Cup game. On cross now. Here comes a chance here for Haiti. Experience. 96 minutes gone. Experience last chance over the bar. And that was probably Haiti's last chance. You would have to suspect it was Haiti's last chance. Scotland want that final whistle. Might be an extra minute because of all the stoppages we've had. The stoppage we had a minute ago. Scotland now trying to go forward and get a second goal, but Haiti have won it away. Will they have time? Not with that pass they won't. Right now at 97. Is this going to be it here? 97 o'clock. Scotland will take their sweet time with this. You can bet on that. Now they might get another chance on their goal themselves, aiming towards McTominay. And they'll proceed. We'll try to kick it forward. There can't be too much time left. Another player goes down for Scotland. And again, the referee, now he will blow for full time. A generational win for Scotland. They have their first World Cup win since 1990. Their first World Cup goal since 1998, scored by John McGinn. And the Tartan Army could celebrate because Scotland will end the first wave of matches in Group C atop the group. Haiti gave it a right go. You have to give them credit. They did wonderfully, but they just did not get it going, did not have it in the final third. And one fortunate swing and bounce went the way of Scotland. And Scottish fans will be the first to tell you, bounces and fortuitous moments like that don't happen to them all that often. Full time on a big night for Scottish football in New England. It's finished Haiti 0, Scotland 1. This has been a presentation of Ultimate Sports Media. For everyone, for Matthew Owens, for JT, and for everyone at YouTube, I'm Seth Eaves. So long and good night. Scotland topping Group C